No, though. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got kinda with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I'm gone, I get another.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Attack here, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Flushed out right. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodriguez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. First down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's James. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Smith trying to run for it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Go, 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 run, run, run! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green!
He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watching now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. Now he's good. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Escaping the press. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bills getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Last year, the Dolphins were the second most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Nick Kwiatkowski coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. First by him near the 35. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Patriot!
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
This is taken at the 3. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. Blue Niners. Blue Niners.
A handoff to Smith. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. Now on the run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now let's go.
First throw now for the backup Allen. Forced out, and the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Taken down, sacked back at the 2.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
3-19! 3-19!
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green 39! Green 30!
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They'll go on the ground, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back now in Buffalo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fighting to stay upright. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback, He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And give them a gain of 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming and down he goes. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Buying time to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Miami, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. And with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like